Hello, everyone. I want to welcome you to part 3 of this year's Year of You self-care series. My name is Allie Phillips, and I am going to be talking about self-care as it relates to fitness tonight. So before I get started, I do want to give a preemptive apology if my voice sounds a little muffled or funny, or if I sound a little nasally. Well, it's because I am right now. I am staying ahead of a sinus storm that is trying to brew up, but I'm staying ahead of it. And so I hope my voice stays clear and that I don't have to sneeze or anything like that. But if I do, I will mute myself temporarily and then I will come right back. So thank you for bearing with me. So anything that I talk about tonight is not meant to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. And just a little bit about me. I am a multi-careered attorney and wellness business owner. I am a former prosecutor. I am a legal educator and public speaker. I travel across the world speaking on issues such as family violence and how it links to animal abuse. I am an award-winning book author. I am an animal and family advocate. I am the founder and CEO of a nonprofit called Sheltering Animals and Families Together. I also own my own healing business called Manifested Harmony. I'm an essential oil educator, and I teach for Young Living at their Animals and Oils conferences. And because of all of that, I am a self-care seeker. The more, the better. And before I get into our topic tonight, I wanted to let you all know that the oily pet that I recently wrote is now available on my website. There's the link to it. You can just go to Manifested Harmony, click on products, and you'll find the oily pet. Order it. You can order in bulk and get a lower price and share it with all your friends, because there are way too many sad stories on the internet of pets who are getting sick and dying because their family is using adulterated essential oils and they just don't know. So I wrote this to really help, and it's brand neutral. But anybody who's in Young Living is going to know exactly who I'm talking about. So get your copy today. I'm already in the 3rd reprint of it. It is selling so fast. It's awesome. All right, so like I said at the beginning, we are in month 3 of the Year of You, and the webinars are always going to be the 2nd Wednesday of each month at 7 p.m. Eastern. You can go ahead and register for all the months if you want to. Again, just go to my website, Manifested Harmony. There is the registration link below. But you can get an idea of the classes that are coming up. So we're talking about fitness tonight. And what we're going to talk about in April is your field of work, whether you're working it or not. Maybe it's just your field of passion. And that is going to be on April 10th. So I hope you will register and join me then, because that is a hot topic. And so as we dive into another topic of self-care, I just love this quote by Julie Montague, who wrote a book on self-care. And it can be really busy to balance your own self-care and balance what else is going on in your life. I am a firm believer that if we do not take care of ourselves, we can't take care of anybody else. And so we really have to get to a place where we give ourselves permission to put ourselves first. And it's not selfish, it's self-care. And believe me, everyone around you will appreciate you if you do that for yourself, because you will just be a better version of you. So it is Fitness Self-Care Month. Now, a lot of people saw this topic and they disappeared on me. And it's like, oh, this is not the fitness that you think I'm going to be talking about. I'm not going to be talking about going to a gym or running a marathon or any of that. The theme of this month is about finding passion in a physical activity. It's about mindful eating. It's about a happy weight. It's about letting yourself enjoy life and feeling fit in all areas of your life. Fitness is not just about going to a gym or putting the tennis shoes on. So what do I mean by self-care fitness? There is a new trend of combining self-care and fitness together. I'm finding that many gyms are actually adding healing services and massage services and other restorative practices like saunas and reflexology, because going to a gym, doing a strenuous workout, doing that sort of fitness may have some good physical benefits, but it does take a toll on the body and it does take a toll on your self-care. It can be good for self-care, but it can also take a toll on it. So when I talk about self-care fitness, I'm not talking about entering a marathon or going to the gym every day. You know, we're only a little over 2 months into this year, and everyone who made a decision on January 1st to get a gym membership and go every day is not doing it, because this doesn't work for everyone. And this is why there are so many options available now. What I mean by self-care fitness is get moving. Do something that moves you, that you are passionate about, that if you don't do it, you don't feel right. I'm also talking about mindful eating. I'm talking about not emotionally eating, because when you mindfully eat, you're going to feel happier about your weight. It's also about letting yourself enjoy life by feeling fit in all areas of your life. So this is about having self-compassion and self-esteem about your physical body. And if you're already in an exercise program, then it's really about shorter periods of time followed by self-care. Because we are really pushing ourselves to the limit, and women in particular are paying for it in their endocrine health when their adrenals crash, and then they take the entire endocrine system down with the thyroid, with your sleep cycle, and we're seeing it. So self-care and fitness is a very, very big thing right now. So let's start talking about getting moving. So I'd like you to think about this, and you can post it in the comments if you want, or if you're watching on the recording, you can certainly shoot me a message on Facebook. But my question is, if you did not have time restraints or physical constraints, what sort of daily moving would you do? So I have been asking this to elderly people because I have been helping a friend who is now permanently at an assisted living facility due to onset dementia and other mobility issues to where she cannot safely live in her home. And the one thing that I have noticed being in this assisted living facility with her every day and talking with her is that as soon as we begin a sedentary lifestyle, we go downhill. And we see it in the elderly with how their back starts to slump over. And pretty soon, they're almost looking down at the ground rather than looking forward when they move. And a chiropractor in my essential oil team said that as soon as your body bends forward like that, you are moving into the grave. And this is where a sedentary lifestyle takes you. So it's finding passion in what you want, finding a moving protocol that you will do every day. You will gladly do it every day. You will never wake up and say, ugh, I do not want to go to the gym. I do not want to walk around the block. I don't want to go running. I don't want to do this. I don't want to do that. It's something to where you say, I can't wait to do this. I want to do this in the morning. I don't want to wait until after work. So the reason why a lot of people struggle with a moving protocol is because they're not doing what's right for their body. Everyone is different. So I'm just going to talk about one style because when I read this book, it completely changed my life. And it's called The Blood Type Diet. And if you have never read this book, I'm going to talk about it. The last slide I'm going to talk about has books that I'm recommending for this topic. And this is one of the books. Because not only does it go through the food that is best for your blood type, it goes through the exercises. So I am blood type A. I must do calming exercises, yoga, stretching, Tai Chi. If I were to do aerobics, my adrenals would completely shut down on me and I would be in an entire endocrine meltdown. No running for me, no rock climbing, no bungee jumping, nothing that excites my endocrine system. That's what a blood type A needs. We need calming because we're wired. Like I'm wired right now. We are always on the go. When you look at blood type B people, they need physical, but with a mental challenge. So these are the people that play golf. And I joke that I'm seriously the only lawyer on the planet that doesn't play golf. I seriously don't get it. You pick up a stick, you hit a ball, and you chase it like a dog. Okay, I don't get it. And it's because I'm a blood type A. Golf would stress me out, and it would send my endocrine system and my stress response through the roof. But for blood type Bs, oh, golf is their thing. These are the people that you see on the golf course when it's 42 degrees outside. Seriously, they're crazy, but they are crazy passionate about golf. Also, people in the martial arts, they need physical with that mental challenge. What if you're type AB? These are your aerobics people. I'm thinking Jane Fonda back in the day when she had her aerobics videos. They want intense, physical, even long term, like they are doing hour-long aerobics classes. And don't get me wrong, back in the day I did those. They made me more tired because they depleted my system and they stimulated my stress response. But for blood type AB, that's what you need. And then if you're blood type O, it's again a brisk exercise, but it's regular. So maybe you power walk around the block for like 15, 20 minutes and you're done. That's it. You don't need anything for an hour. You don't need to sit at the gym for 4 hours lifting weights. It's brisk, but it's regular. So for people who are not really moving, and I mean, we all know who's not moving. The best thing to do is to start with stretching and then start with walking until you figure out which is going to be best for you. So let's start with stretching. Do stretching in the morning, do it at night. It doesn't have to be strenuous. Just get your muscles moving. You can stretch at your desk. Walk around the block, walk around your apartment building, go to a local mall and walk. I mean, we see people doing that. This is what they're using malls for now, is walking through the mall, even just 10 minutes. It's about creating a habit of doing something that you already do, but just do it with frequency. Park your car far away from an entrance and walk. Take the stairs. Little things like that to just get the moving started. But one thing, if you are feeling like, I just don't have the energy, I don't have the time, I don't. One thing that I really like is called the 3 thumps. And it's a tapping on your energy centers to boost and restore your energy. It'll increase your strength and your vitality. It increases your immune system. And this might actually give you the get up and go so that you can get up and go. Now, what do? You take your fingertips, and one area is right over your thymus. Now, if you don't know where your thymus is, it's basically halfway between your throat and your heart center. There's like almost a little bulge in your sternum. That's your thymus. Just tap on it. Just tap on it. Sometimes you only need to tap 3 times. I tap all the time. I instinctively do it. I don't even think about it. I'm tapping right now. It feels great. Another area that you can tap is basically in the same area, but go up a little bit, follow your, what's it called? The collarbone, and you're going to follow it out and almost go like parallel the sides of your neck. So take both of your hands, take them up to your earlobes, put them down the side of your neck, and just draw right down the side of your neck until you hit the collarbone, and then right underneath the collarbone. There's like a little squishy area. Tap that. This is actually a very powerful energy release pressure point that I use in one of my energy healing modalities. This is a great thing to tap on. You can also tap on your spleen and your liver. One's spleen is on the left, liver is on the right. Basically where the bra line is, just tap. Just tap. These will give you energy. So if you're not doing much, stretch, do some walking, tap on your energy centers, and then check out your blood type to see what exercise is best for you. You can Google this and find out your blood type exercise. Let's talk about mindful eating and finding a weight that you will be happy with. So I love this quote. When you are stressed, you eat ice cream, cake, chocolate, and sweets. Why? Because stressed, spelled backwards, is desserts. Is that not true? That is so true. So here's the thing. When it comes to mindful eating, we first need proper food intake. If we're to have the strength and the stamina to move and engage in the fitness and the moving that we want to do, that we're passionate about. So my question is, do you love food? I mean, I love food. Do you love food? Or do you see it as a chore? And if you do love food, are you savoring it or are you actually inhaling it? I will be frank, I inhale food. This is I don't even know how long this has gone on, probably 30 years, maybe more, because I'm so busy that I eat because it's a certain time of day. And I will eat when I'm on the computer. I'll eat when I'm on the phone. I'll eat when I'm watching something. I'll eat in the car. I will eat on the run. I'll eat in the office. And I eat very fast. And even now that I have 2 home-based businesses and can actually relax and take a lunch, I still eat so super fast. It's kind of crazy. So I'm learning more about mindful eating. So when I look at mindful eating, it really breaks down into 4 different eating styles. Emotional eating, this is what we do to temporarily feel better, but then we feel horrible. So we eat something not because we're hungry, but because we're craving it. And then emotionally and physically, we feel like crap. Like, why did I just eat that? I didn't need that. We will eat because it feels urgent. And that's emotional. Because when we're hungry, that's never urgent. That just happens over time, where all of a sudden, oh, I'm hungry. If there is an urgency to eat, that's emotional. If you find that you're going to the same foods time and time again, that's emotional eating. Whereas when we're hungry, we'll eat different options. But if you keep going to the same foods, like mashed potatoes, macaroni and cheese, you're going to the carbs, you're going to the sweet or the salty foods. That's emotional eating. It's a stress coping mechanism. And stress impacts our weight because it triggers our cortisol production. So that's like a double whammy. We're stressed and we gain weight, and then we emotionally eat and we gain weight. We'll do this to silence our negative feelings. But the thing is, this is all in our head. And so we can take control of this. So call someone when one of these situations happens and you're like, uh-oh, I'm going to go for the potato chips. Call someone. Go for a walk. Play with your pet. Smell your essential oils. Drink sleek tea. Get that food out of the house so that you don't grab it. That's a big one. Now, the second eating style is when you eat quickly and you're distracted. Hello, that's me. That's got my name written all over it. So here's the thing, when you eat quickly and distracted, you can lose track of how much you're eating. And for Americans, we eat way too much. We're supposed to eat a meal that is basically the size of our fist. You go to any restaurant and our portions are 6 to 8 times that. And then we wonder why we feel so bloated and icky. We are not looking at how much we're eating because we're distracted. We're on the phone, we're typing on the computer, we're reading something, we're on the go. And so we overeat. And so the things that you can do for that is to pay attention. Turn off everything. Sit and look at your food. Chew it. Take your time, because then your body in about 20 minutes will tell you if it's full. So if you eat everything in 5 minutes, you're going to feel it 20 minutes later, and you're going to say, I ate too much. Give yourself time to know if you're full before you actually finish. Now, what else can you do? You can get moving. You can dance. You can walk. You can smell your oils. You can drink your sleek tea. That's what you do if you have eaten too much. Get moving, do something, smell your oils. What about the third option, when we eat to fill a void? We do this when we're trying to hide despair or depression or anxiety. We do it when we're bored. So what can you do? Instead of running to the ice cream or whatever snack you have in your house, first of all, get rid of it. Don't even have it there. Go see a movie. Don't get the popcorn. Go for a walk. Go outside and garden. Smell your oils. Drink your sleek tea. Are you getting kind of a theme with this? Smell your oils. Drink your sleek tea. Fourth eating style is when we eat to subconsciously and energetically add a protective layer. Because we've been hurt, we are overwhelmed by the energy of the world, and we want a protective layer. And that protective layer on our body is fat. And this is done subconsciously. No one would ever do this intentionally, but it's done subconsciously. It's done energetically, where we will emotionally eat. We will eat quickly and distracted. We will eat to fill a void and to fill despair, to add a protective layer so that people will avoid us, because sometimes people are overwhelming. And so when we're more mindful of being hungry and eating when we're hungry, we're going to identify these 4 eating styles and do better. And so we should eat for energy. We should eat for nourishment. We should eat to heal our body, but people do the opposite. And when you go eat something emotional, and you know you're going to go eat something emotional, stop yourself for 5 minutes, ask yourself if you're really hungry, and no matter what your answer is, go drink a glass of water. Water will fill you up. Put a drop of a citrus vitality essential oil in it. And when we talk about feeling good about our weight, never diet. Because what are the first 3 words of diet? First 3 letters. They spell die. We never diet. We want to eat well. So check out this blood type diet. Really, seriously, check it out. It's amazing. Eat slow and think of what you're eating. Give yourself time to process it. Enjoy food. There's some really awesome food out there that hasn't been completely contaminated yet. Let's enjoy it. Remove the emotional foods from your home. Get them out of your home. And if you think, oh, but my family likes them, you know what? Your family will be fine. Let's start helping them with good emotional habits. You don't need the Oreos. You don't need the processed foods. You don't need anything in a bag or a box. Get them out of your home because you're not going to go for them. This is about retraining your body. So getting antioxidants in your body, because that combats the stress hormone that helps you then drop weight. Eating whole foods, organic foods, drinking water. removing that junk food and the emotional food. So when it comes to junk food and those cravings we have, this is coming from my energy healing training, and this is so true. People who crave sweets, like chocolate, ice cream, that sort of thing, are craving more sweetness in their life. And people who crave salty and savory are craving more spiciness in their life. Does that ring true? Like when I say that, are you thinking, oh my gosh, that is so me? Like I never crave sweets, ever. People think I'm weird. But man, I crave crunchy. I just crave crunchy because I kind of like the crunchiness of life. It's like, let's just get in there and just get stuff done. That's a crunchy attitude. I crave it. I really do. I know it's emotional, but I do. So what we're doing is we're retraining your body. And one good thing is to retrain your body to crave certain things. So if you're a meat eater, get your body craving lean proteins if you eat animal meat. If you're a vegetarian, add greens to every single meal. And I'm talking breakfast. You have not lived until you've had broccoli and Brussels sprouts at breakfast. It is awesome. When you do this, and you have to do it every day for easily 2 months, if not more, you will then crave these foods. You're retraining your body, and it really works. And then when it comes to essential oils, especially when it comes to emotional eating, you want to work with grapefruit. You want to smell it and topically apply it on the fatty areas of your body. You want to work with lemon oil. Put it in your glass of water and let it work its magic. Use peppermint. Studies just say smell it. And you probably won't be craving anything sweet. Work with jasmine. Studies actually say to smell it to stop a chocolate craving. Use your stress away because the vanilla in it can reduce sweet cravings. So these are your oils that you want to work with. Now let's talk about self-compassion. I talked at the beginning about, this is about moving, it's about mindful eating, but it's also, when it comes to a healthy weight, it doesn't mean everybody's going to be a size 2. A healthy weight for you might be a size 10. It might be a completely different size. It's having self-compassion and self-esteem about your physical body. There are some really heartbreaking studies out there. So CBS did a study recently and found that 98% of women have body image issues. That's horrible. That's horrible. We are not meant to look the same. We are meant to be different. Another study that came out of Psychology Today was a body image survey, and they surveyed a lot of people. They found that 56% of women are dissatisfied with their appearance and 89% want to lose weight. That's a lot. That's a lot. And when we're thinking negatively about our physical body and our appearance, it makes it difficult for us to want to do something moving-wise. If your blood type says go to the gym and work out and lift weights, you're going to talk yourself out of it by saying, well, I don't look good. But going to the gym can help you feel better about how you look. Going out walking, I hear the same thing. I have friends that say, well, I just don't want to be seen by going out walking. Well, who's going to see you? Go into a park, go someplace where nobody is, but go out walking, because it will actually start getting the endorphins working in you to where you're going to feel better about yourself. So whatever you do to get moving, it's going to help you feel better about your physical appearance. But another thing that you can do is envision and be intentional about your physical body. What I mean by that is what you put in it, what you put on it, and what you do to it. What you put in it, we just talked about food. What you put on it, what sort of skincare are you using? Most people are using toxic skincare. And gee, guess where toxins like to set up camp in your body? Toxins set up camp in fat cells. And so one thing that people often find is when they detox their body, they lose weight. Because if you have toxins in your fat cells, the fat cells are not going anywhere. Be very careful about what you put on your body. Young Living provides everything. Seriously, this is a no-brainer. You can truly go non-toxic. But also about what you do to your body. And this again goes back to physically, what are you doing for your body? We've got to do something every day. Doesn't have to be for an hour. One thing that I like to do, because I mentioned that I'm blood type A and calming exercises are a must. I have to. One thing that I love to do, I may have posted this. Oh, I did. It was one of my self-care items because I'm posting self-care on my public Facebook page and my Instagram page every day. I think I'm on day 71 today, but Facebook and Instagram went down, so I haven't been able to post. But one of my posts was, I love to put my legs up against the wall. What I do is I lay on my back on the floor, I scooch my bottom right up into where the floor meets the wall, and I put my legs right up the wall. I could lay like that for hours. I lay like that and I take conference calls. It is so relaxing to me, and it really requires nothing, but it's doing amazing things for my body and my blood type. So when you can envision and be intentional about the food you're eating, what you're putting on at toxin-wise, and what you're doing for moving, this is the best self-compassion you can give to your body, because you get one body. And if it goes haywire on you, that's going to be stressful. Your body will start to push back and will reject. And it rejects in the form of cancer. And it rejects in the form of other serious diseases. It's telling you, don't do this to me. Take care of me. And we need to start early, and we need to be teaching young girls to start early. So one area that I also like to talk about is a chakra. So we are in the sacral chakra topic. We are also slowly moving up the body. So the sacral chakra is actually located about 2 inches below your belly button. I love this chakra. And this is the chakra that is almost always messed up in women. Here's why. This is the seat of our emotions. Oh, my Lord, that's powerful, right? It is the seat of our creativity, whether we're creating a human being or we're creating a project. So our creative potential lies here, and especially as we come out of winter, from deep winter rest, now is the time to birth your creations. It's either going to be a baby or it's going to be a project. We all have something that we need to create. I wrote a booklet. I'm working on another one. This is all sacral chakra. But this is also where our sexual self, our relationship self, our relationship to family and to others is also stored in this area. Physically, it encompasses our sexual organs, our kidneys, lower back. Sorry, I mentioned at the beginning, I'm dealing with some sinus issues. So if I cough or sound funny, that's what it is. This is the area where you're going to feel frequent and painful urination. Maybe you feel bloated, you got lower back issues, you have difficult periods, and depression. Depression is rooted in this area. Now, when your sacral chakra is balanced, you can enjoy pleasure. Pleasure in life, physical pleasure. You're good with change. You have good energy. You have enthusiasm, and you're nurturing. When it's insufficient, you have poor social skills. You lack passion. You have excessive boundaries and a lot of fear. Excuse me. Sorry about that. All this talking is really kicking out my throat here. if it's excessive, hold on, I gotta go get a cough drop. All right, so sorry about that. Hopefully I stopped coughing. Oh, the sinus thing is really horrible. Whew, Thieves spray is amazing. All right, let's see, I went through balance, I went through insufficient. If it's excessive, you are addicted to pleasure, you're overly sensitive, and have a lot of obsessive attachment issues. What are things that you can do? Color, create something that you want, even if nobody sees it. Some people love crystals. Use orange crystals. What about oils? Citrus oils are really good for the sacral chakra. So those are just a couple of things that you can do to really nurture your sacral chakra. Now, I have shown this chart in the other webinars. If you want to take a screenshot, these are my top 10. Do these every day for self-care, regardless of the topic. These will hold you very, very well. Because as I explore self-care all year long, I mean, I've already come up with 70 things that we can do for self-care. I'm hoping to do this all year. But these are 10 that are really, really important. So I will send you this when I send the email of the recording, because this is a good thing to put on your refrigerator and make sure that you do every day. So now I want to get into the products for Fitness Month. So I like to break things down between our physical body, our emotional body, our mental body, and our spiritual body. For our physical body, Pure Protein Complete. Oh my word. Post me a comment, for those of you who are live here, if you have tried either the vanilla spice or the chocolate. This stuff is amazing. It's gluten-free, nut-free, vegetarian, and protein is so important when engaging in any sort of physical activity because it helps to support muscle strength as well as stamina and energy. So get this. This is not your normal protein powder. I detest protein powders. I think they're disgusting and gross. They have a terrible taste and a terrible texture. This Pure Protein Complete was basically shoved down my throat at a convention a couple of years ago when it came out, and I've been addicted to it ever since. It has the best texture. I mean, the chocolate tastes like chocolate milk. It has the best flavor, but it's not just the flavor, it's what it does. So it gives you energy and strength and stamina to support your muscles. It helps with ATP production. It helps with metabolism support. It gives your digestive system a break. It has a 5 protein blend of 25 grams per serving. It has whey protein, pea protein, egg white protein, organic hemp protein. So it's not vegan, but it's vegetarian. It has 14 carbs. It's got vitamins like thiamine, riboflavin, B6, B12. I mean, it's got all the great vitamins. It has 20 amino acids, which are the building blocks for protein. So if you're low on amino acids, you may feel tired or anxious or depressed. Maybe you have trouble sleeping. You're losing weight for no reason. Your skin, your hair, your nails are losing quality. You need amino acids, and this is going to give it to you. It also has an enzyme blend with probiotics. It has ancient peat and apple extract, which helps with the production of ATP, which is how we store and use energy, which is basically everything that we need. It's got vitamin B's. It has orange oil. Oh my word, this stuff tastes so great. A couple times a week, I will use this for breakfast, and that's it. It is amazing. It's not necessarily a complete meal replacement, but gosh, it's amazing. I love it. That is our physical product for Fitness Month. Let's talk about our emotional product, Ula Fitness. So Ula Fitness is an energizing blend to empower, to promote discipline and willpower, and inspire all of us to achieve our healthy body goals. What it does is all of the oils in this blend help you break through emotional blocks that will keep you stagnant and keep you stuck from taking care of your body. So it's really, really great for low self-esteem and false body image. Smell it before you exercise because it'll help you get out the door or doing the movement that you know you need to do. It'll help give you that passion. Topically apply it before and after to the muscles that you will be using the most. This is a Sacral Chakra oil. Now it comes with an affirmation, and the affirmation is, I am fit, healthy, disciplined, and strong. And you can find that online. Just Google Ula Fitness affirmation. I am fit, healthy, disciplined, and strong. It has cypress in it, which I'm going to talk about the energy of the oils, but cypress gets the blood moving, helps support the lungs and optimism. It helps you find a new direction. Copaiba is really good when you physically overexerted yourself. It has basil, which is a powerful lung oil and really good for muscle fatigue. It has cistus, also known as Rosa Sharon, which supports joints and muscles from the impact of movement. It has marjoram, which is for muscles, and it opens the chest. Peppermint is good for fatigued muscles as well as concentrating. It has clary sage, which is uplifting. Idaho blue spruce, which is very uplifting. Balsam fir, which has historically been prized for how it supports the respiratory system. It has a nutmeg, which gives energy to your adrenals, and black pepper, which is stimulating and empowering. This is an awesome, awesome oil. And that is our emotional oil so that we get over the emotional block of why we don't have the fitness that we want. What is our mental product? Our mental product is Ningxia Nitro. And for my essential oil team, I always run a product challenge of the month. Nitro is our product challenge. Oh, wait, we got a question here. Can fitness be used while pregnant? Thinking of my niece, she's pregnant and not really enjoying her yoga. That is a good question. I would check the Gentle Baby book and compare it to all the individual oils in this blend. To my knowledge, this would be fine, but I would just double check the label and double check the individual ingredients. If you also have the essential oil desk reference, that would be a good way to check. All right, let's go to Ningxia Nitro. This is our mental body product. So are you a coffee addict or a pop addict? You know, you crave caffeine, especially to get yourself moving. Well, that's kind of the worst thing that you can do, because if we have to caffeinate ourselves to engage in fitness, we just undid the fitness. So Ningxia Nitro is really amazing. It's gluten-free, it's nut-free, it's soy-free. Believe me, I am on the soy-free kick. I am so sick and tired of soybean and everything. It is not good for women. It does contain milk and nut ingredients, so it's not technically vegan, but it is vegetarian. And Ningxia Nitro is your midday brain boost without caffeine or sugars. And it's very beneficial to your health because it's an energizing shot that you take. I like to combine it with Ningxia Red, Ningxia Zing, or MindWise. Drink it in the morning, drink it mid-afternoon, drink it 15 minutes before physical activity, because this is a whole food source of iodine, minerals, and vitamins, particularly vitamins B12 and B6, which are really good for energy. It has so much in it. It's got green tea extract, which is really good for boosting metabolic rate and physical performance. It has mulberry leaf extract, which is really good for blood sugar, Korean ginseng extract, which gives an energy boost naturally. It has chocolate oil, which is an amazing antioxidant. There's yerba mate oil in it, which is really good for muscles and cell support. There's spearmint, peppermint, nutmeg, black pepper essential oils, which are all energizing. There's the wolfberry seed. It's got all sorts of fruits in it. It tastes amazing. This is an amazing product. And people who use this, as soon as they go off of it, they notice it. It's just like an Red. As soon as you go off of it, you notice it. So we got a comment here. Oh, yes, you've been drinking nitro every morning because of the time change. We just went through daylight saving. Yeah, hasn't it helped? It's amazing. This is an amazing product. So this is a good mental product to get ourselves mentally boosted so that we can physically feel better. And then the last product is Kunzia. This is our spiritual body oil. It's also one of the promos this month for Young Living here in the US. So you can get it for free. Kunzia is a fairly new product, came out in 2018. It's from Australia. It's known as tick bush. If that doesn't give you a clue, I'm not sure what will. Tick bush. All right. That tells you what it does. But this is a great oil to topically apply for fatigued muscles. It's also an oil spiritually that is known for supporting core strength. And when we think about fitness, everyone's talking about core strength, like having your physical core strong. This energetically provides spiritual core strength. So it's great for your skin, like it's an amazing skin oil. But what it does for your muscles is it's very soothing and warming. And spiritually, this oil will take you to the core of your physical issues, which are almost always connected to your emotions, your mindset, and your spiritual lessons. So physically and spiritually, this oil has a core inner strength so that we can have core inner strength. So it can remind us that even if we feel physically weak, we are spiritually strong, which can then result in us feeling physically strong. So Kunzia is going to push the issues to the surface so that you can learn from them and release them. This is an awesome, awesome oil. Seriously, it smells beautiful. I'm going to smell it right now. I have it right here. Oh yeah, it's like a sweet tea tree. And I'm not a fan of tea tree oil. It's very pungent. This is sweet. It really smells amazing, and it's from Australia. All right, we're nearing the end, and I always want to make book recommendations because some of you are bookworms like I am, and I devour books. So I want to talk about books for your physical body. So I mentioned that blood type diet, and the book is by Dr. Peter Diammo, and it's called Eat Right for Your Type. And it not only goes through the food to eat, but the exercise that's good for you. This is really, really a powerful book. But I also wanted to recommend one more book because I can't help myself. I am loving the medical medium books. There is one called Life-Changing Foods by Anthony Williams. He talks about the unforgiving four that harm our body, and then the holy four that heal our body. You got to get it. It is amazing. It is an amazing book. And he goes into physically what we need to eliminate and physically what we need to incorporate into our foods. But he also goes into spiritually what these foods do and how they nurture the body. It is amazing. It's unlike any book I've ever read. Now, for our emotional body, the book I like is The Motivation Manifesto by Brendon Burchard. Because we need to emotionally find the power in ourselves to do something that we're passionate about when it comes to fitness. And this is a really good book to get you motivated. For our mental body, for all of those excuses that we come up with, oh, I'm tired, oh, it's raining outside, oh, I don't feel good, oh, I stubbed my toe, oh, Husband is cranky. Oh, my kids need help. You get the 5-second rule by Mel Robbins. And she will teach you how to literally count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 and physically launch yourself into the fitness thing that you need to do that day without excuse. It is awesome. She spoke at Young Living's convention in 2018 and rocked the house. She is amazing. This is your book if you find yourself making excuses for why you don't have fitness and self-care. And then the last book is The Energy Bus. This is a great book. I love the John Gordon books. This is a book when spiritually we need to lighten our load so that we can take care of ourselves. Because you may have people on your bus that are weighing you down, and they are physically weighing down your body to where you can't move. This is an amazing book. I just love it. So I highly recommend these books. All right. And if you're watching this and you are already not in Young Living and you're intrigued, now is the time to join. Not only will you get a 24% wholesale discount, but you will get a lot of help. So you can either enroll with me or whoever invited you to watch this. If somebody invited you to watch this, go back to them and say, I'm ready to get my kit, and they will tell you what they are able to do for you. You join with me, you get a private Facebook page, you get lots of training, free educational materials, because the one thing about Young Living is you get someone who will help you. It's not like going into the store and you're like, can anybody answer a question on how I use geranium oil? Yeah, in Young Living, you get someone and we help you. And so if you're ready, just go to Young Living, click on Become a Member, enter the person who invited you to this as your sponsor and enroller, pick your kit, and you are ready to go. And if you want to follow me on social media, just follow me on Instagram or Facebook. On these two pages, I am posting self-care daily tips of what I'm personally doing. And on YouTube, you're going to find over 100 essential oil classes, as well as a lot of other webinars. All right, and I'm not seeing any questions. So I'm going to go ahead and end this particular class. Thank you so much for joining in. Be sure to come back April 10th, where we're going to talk about self-care for your field of work, your field of creativity, your passion work that you want to do. And we're going to talk about that. It's going to be a hot topic. So that's going to be on April 10th at 7 p.m. And just be sure to register for that. So thank you so much for being here. It's always great seeing familiar faces here on the live webinars. So take care, everybody.